ताकि हम सब मिलजुल के एक बार बोल लेते हैं 1 2 3 जय भवानी. I'll do it without the mic with you guys. 1 2 3 इसे कहते हैं जोश यार. और क्या चाहिए? लाइक वेलकम 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 एंड कंग्रेचुलेशंस पहले से ही. अब मैं वो पूछूंगा कि डायरेक्टर साहब को इसका कितना क्रेडिट जाता है और कितना. हाउ डिड यू लाइक इट?
I'm still in a little bit of shock because this is the first time I'm actually seeing it. तो मैं अभी recover हो रहा हूँ. But how did you all like it? That's more important. Yeah?
The response is जबरदस्त already, you know. तो एक काम करते, बहुत सारे और सवाल हैं, बहुत सारी बातें हैं, लेकिन फिलहाल the leading lady, ladies and gentlemen, the very gorgeous, the very talented Sanjana Sanghi, ladies and gentlemen. जोरदार तालियां. Come on, make some. वो CTs किधर गया? CT कहाँ गई? All the CTs and talis. Okay, can we have some more light? थोड़ा सा. Yeah. इतना सारा लाइट यहाँ सब चमक रहे हैं क्या मानिया? Sanjana, this one's for you. जल्दी से a quick question. How did you like the trailer? देखो यहाँ तो response मिल गया हमको, है ना? यहाँ कैसा लगा?
I'm too overwhelmed, man.
Uh-huh.
I really don't have the words, and I usually have a lot to say. Right. But this is just, yeah.
I was joking.
But this is like, I can't believe it. I'm right now just trying to get over what I saw of Adi. I can't even look at anything else.
So secret बता दो. Were you looking at yourself या सिर्फ आदि यहाँ पे screen?
I was in the film also looking at him now also. I was looking at him only. So.
Whoa.
Can't blame her now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, someone who's been a DOP, जिन्होंने अपने कैमरे की ताकत से, you know, हमको बहुत सारी चीजें बहुत amazing ढंग से दिखाई है. And now, debut कर रहे हैं as a director. And with this तोड़-फोड़ film, give it up for Kapil Verma, साहब, ladies and gentlemen. ये मचा असली हल्ला. Kapil sir, congratulations. खुद मन नहीं करा कि मैं भी आ जाऊं इसमें सर, एकदम मतलब कि एक सीन में मैं भी आऊंगा आदित्य के साथ.
सर इसके सामने पॉसिबल ही नहीं है.
जैसे मैंने कहा, strongest soldier, ladies and gentlemen. And now to invite on stage the producers. And हम सब ने सुना है, all heroes do not wear capes, है ना? लेकिन some of the heroes, what they do is they direct and produce blockbusters. They choreograph chartbusters. And क्या है? अपनी Batmobile में they just roam around town. And he is the one and only Ahmed Khan साहब, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! सर लाए हैं नीचे. वेलकम सर एंड कंग्रेचुलेशंस. प्लीज सर आए. और भाई सुपर हीरो हैं तो उनके साथ भी कोई होना चाहिए. समवन हु रियली अंडरस्टैंड्स फिल्म्स एंड खाली नाम के लिए शी इज नॉट अ प्रोड्यूसर. जब वो फिल्म की बात करती हैं, इट्स रियली पैशनेट टू सी द वे शी टॉक्स अबाउट फिल्म्स. गिव इट अप फॉर शायरा मैम, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, शायरा खान. और मुझे किसी ने बताया वो बैटमोबाइल उनकी है, वो तो ऐसे ही चलाने को दी थी. मैम, congratulations on this. So good to see you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would like to invite on stage someone जिनके लिए इतना ही कहूँगा, he's a visionary and he's been leading this team for quite some time now. जिन्होंने हमें बहुत सारी amazing films दी हुई हैं. And ladies and gentlemen, Z Studios से give it up for Sharik Patel साहब, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome sir and congratulations on yet another blockbuster. So पहले से ही बोल दे रहा हूँ मैं. Here you go. So I have a question अब सबके लिए. Sir, for you, सबसे पहले, why an action movie? Like when you have Aditya, when you have Sanjana, तो होता कि कुछ और भी कर सकते हैं इनके संग, और तालियां सीटी उतनी ही बजनी थी. What made you decide on an action movie as your debut movie, sir?
First of all, the story. Right. In 2018 when we spoke, Ahmed sir had narrated the film. Yeah. And also, since childhood I've been watching action films. Right. और मैंने approximately 2001 से बहुत सी action फिल्में shoot की है. So always wanted to make an action film. Always that was one of my dreams. And yeah, Adi has done a lot of romantic songs, films and everything. So when the story got locked, the only person we thought was कि ये बंदा कर सकता है वो. So that's how it began.
कमाल कर दिया है, वो दिख रहा है. मैंने जैसा कहा रिस्पांस मिला है, so वापस से बधाई. Sanjana, this one's for you. Please tell us, you know, technically speaking, this is your big screen debut, right?
Yeah.
है ना? So क्या चल रहा है? क्या चल रहा है दिमाग में? Because yes, of course, you've done a movie before this and we loved it. लेकिन this time बड़े पर्दे पर पहली बार Sanjana, क्या बोलेंगी?
I didn't kind of realize that that's the case till Ahmed sir actually told me 3-4 days ago when I called him saying, "So I'm feeling really nervous and I don't know why." And he said because it is your first time as a leading actor. I mean, I was 13 when Rockstar came out, and I remember the frenzy at the time. But this, you know, it just feels different and it hits differently. And Om is, it just feels like a part of me. I can't like imagine it as a film. So whatever happens, it is very personal.
Right.
And I just hope and pray that all the literal blood and sweat that we've put, you know, our audiences just enjoy it
I'm
as much
sure
as we
that's
do.
gonna happen. Aditya has got this crazy fan following, right? Like everybody loves him. So for you, मुझे किसी ने बताया है, a little birdie told me कि ऐसा sets पे भी you were like, हाँ यार, मतलब आदित्य के साथ film कर रही हूँ. Like, was it like, look at the चेहरा देखो कैसा बना रहे हो, है ना? How was it, you know, कि ऐसा मतलब आदित्य के संग film कर रही हूँ? So were you like, दिमाग में चल रहा
What?
था?
Indifferent.
Like,
were
was
you
I like,
feeling
okay, whatever?
different? Like, चल रहा था कि हाँ आदित्य के साथ हूँ मैं?
I think I should say something about
Say na, say.
Sir, such.
No, it was just, see, when he's on set, everyone is like, Adi, Adi, Adi. तो वो तो होता ही था हर वक्त. Yeah, all the departments were like, even for her, I think it happened for a couple of days, and then slowly as we started finishing the progress of the film, it went. जब shirt निकाला end में, so the कहानी थोड़ी बदल गई वहाँ पे, because you all were like,
आदि ने पूरी तरह शर्ट उतारा.
पूरी तरह.
Adi, for you, how was it? I'll tell you why. Because from Ashiki 2 to Malang and Ab, और इसके बीच में भी जितनी फिल्में की हैं, this is truly different. We usually say here कि हाँ भाई ये बड़ा हटके होने वाला है, but this is actually हटके.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say on this transformation and this entire journey?
Yeah, for me, it definitely does feel like a new chapter for me. You know, I've grown up watching action films, and I guess the first success that I found was in romance. So I ended up doing a lot more of it. But action is always something that I've kind of had held very close to my heart, and I've wanted to do it.
Right.
So I think it just required, you know, someone to see that in me, and I'm glad that Sharik and Ahmed sir and Kapil saw the potential for me to kind of pull out an out-and-out action film, you know, because Malang had a little bit of it, but this required a whole other level of action and dedication. So it was quite a process, and you know, every film has its own challenges. For me, in this film, I guess the challenge was to try and learn something fresh, like learn how to. I spent quite a few months doing it. It was 3-4 months we spent doing the action to look convincing, and hopefully you guys think we pulled it off. Yeah.
It's more than just convincing. हम लोग डर के दूरी बना के बैठ रहे हैं आपसे. Shara ma'am, this one's for you. A little professional, personal mix कर रहा हूँ मैं यहाँ पे. How many times did Ahmed sir like walk up to you and said कि यार ये वाली सोच रहा हूँ मैं ही direct कर लेता है. बहुत कमाल लग रही है. Like please tell us.
I don't think he said. Actually, कभी-कभी mind में आया भी होगा. Because actually this is his baby also. For him, making this film, being a part as a producer and creative producer, like being the action person behind this, was more intriguing for him. And बस आपने देख लिया है कि आ गया result.
अभी तो देखिए आप क्या क्या होने वाला है
I
जब
don't
थिएटर
know.
में आएगा. I'm sure.
Hopefully, God willing.
Yes, Ahmed sir, this one's for you. मुझे बताएं, every time you've been associated with an action movie, you know, वो बार एकदम ऐसा ऊपर ही जाता है. This time, how was it when you were as a producer, you know, और director कोई और है? So उस समय क्या चल रहा था? How was it for you?
अब directing an action film is a different experience, but producing it is also the same experience. उसका extension ही है, and especially when you have a talented boy like Kapil, you know, holding the reins, so you feel ride the chariot and enjoy पीछे से. But just थोड़ा सा guidance के लिए I was there, but whole and soul Adi worked very hard. इन्होंने इतनी coming out from a musical lover boy image, going into action and giving it full. ये नहीं कि चल पहली थी तो छोड़ दो, दूसरी he may do better. I think he's given it all in the first film only. So जब इतना अच्छा support and then you have a friend like Sharik Patel, a studio is telling that go all full on. आपने देखा होगा choppers है, plane है, ship है, battleship है, VFX है, full on action blast, हर एक चीज़ है इसमें. So that was a great support from him also. तो इतनी सारी चीज़ें जब एक साथ आ जाती हैं तो मुख्तलिफ ख्यालात नहीं होते. You're working towards one destination. and that made it very easy for me. And the good thing was having Sanjana come into this avatar after a sweet girl image. वो लड़की ने इतनी convincingly सब चीज़ किया है, action भी किया है, and that surprised me. And there's some God's hand. इस picture का नाम ओम है, so एक है, कुछ है, which I feel.
सर बहुत कुछ है और देखने को मिलेगा थिएटर्स में. शारिक सर, this one's for you. Please tell us, you know, usually what we know about is that a studio comes in later, right? Producers film banate hain, then they approach a studio, they say, bhai aise. Yahan pe in this case, Z Studios was there from day one. So how was this for you and how different was it from all the other experiences?
No, for us at Z Studios, Om is like our baby. It's even though the script came to us, from the writers, we pretty much from the first narration itself said that ye humko karna hai. And of course, Ahmed sir was associated with it upfront. The amount of time we spent on the scripting of this was, I think, almost a year from the time what I thought was like, yes, this is good to go. Then Ahmed has he sits with the writers and nichodas more. The poor writers, I think, pata nahi aur kitne, how many weeks and months they spent in getting it right. We were very clear that I wanted to make a franchise action film and effectively launch like a new action hero. I mean, really, this was, so we said, let's, and Adi, we've signed up for his next 20 films are with us. So,
Breaking news,
breaking news. So, the idea is to invest in, in strong talent, young blood, with Sanjana, and Kapil's done a fantastic job. So it was just the ideal, combination of with Ahmed's direction or his supervision and Kapil, taking care of the running of the set and and calling the shots, and both these actors and the rest of our stellar cast has done a fantastic job to give us a true action film with a new action hero, and hopefully we'll have version 2, 3, 4 of this. So
Wow. Some wonderful content that we just saw on the big screen, ladies and gentlemen. आगे की franchise को कैसे आगे बढ़ाएंगे, we'll definitely talk about that. लेकिन उससे पहले it's time for a quick photo op for all you wonderful people, है ना? And then we'll take the questions सामने से.
I'd like to call my writers on stage. Raj Saluja and Niket, please come.
Yes. Give them a big round of applause,
बहुत
ladies and
मेहनत की
gentlemen. बहुत कमाल, कहानी भी है. The best part is that. Cool. Dhanyawad. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, bhai. Can we have the chairs now? Yeah? Ji. Sanjana, in the meantime, talking about your transformation, because of course that is also very, very important. Sir ne baat ki, Aditya ne baat ki, sab ne baat ki. But for you, how taxing was it, or was it like कि ठीक है, एक रोल से निकल के दूसरे में चली गई मैं? What do you have to say on that? Please. Yeah. Before we take their questions, I was talking about the transformation for you.
Yeah.
How easy was it, or like was it taxing, or फिर अब क्या कर रही हूँ मैं यहाँ पे?
It was, I think what made it easy was, I remember the first time when Ahmed sir called me, and out of the blue, Ahmed Khan was calling me, and for 20 minutes he kind of told me this summary of Om. And I remember saying, I was like, sounds like a great story, so what do you want me to do? I mean, and then he said that I want you to play the leading lady. And I genuinely didn't believe him, because I, for the life of me, couldn't have thought that I would ever do an action film so soon, or maybe ever at all. Because my sense of like belief in myself is pretty low, so I usually don't think I can manage stuff. But it was their conviction. I mean, Kapil and Ahmed sir had zero doubt. He said, I've seen what I had to see, and you're going to do this. And I just went with that conviction. So he's made me discover a whole new side to myself. and
Amazing,
I'm
amazing.
grateful.
Sir, Parkhi Nazar or Sanjana, super. Now it's over to you guys. किधर से आ रहा है पहला सवाल? Yes, please shoot.
Hi everyone. This is Ashish from First India. Idhar, Adi. Sanjana, idhar. Hi, idhar. So first of all, congratulations for such a sleek, sexy and fully action-loaded trailer.
Thank you.
बहुत अच्छा लगा. आदि आपसे पहला सवाल है कि ये एक कस्टम बनते जा रहा है कि शर्ट उतारना है. ये फीमेल फैन फॉलोइंग का प्रेशर होता है या स्टोरी की डिमांड होती है?
I think ये combination है.
प्रोड्यूसर की डिमांड थी.
प्रोड्यूसर की डिमांड भी होती है. But I think if you look at it, a lot of action films, the physicality is एक requirement होती है, and especially in a film like this. तो इस फिल्म में तो बनता है, I think.
और अच्छे भी लग रहे हो. कपिल, आपसे एक सवाल है संजना के लिए. इधर मैं यहीं पर हूँ. इतनी प्यारी मासूम सी दिखती हैं ये. इनको इतना डेयर डेविल एक्शन वाला अवतार देने के लिए कैसे आपने सोचा?
It was a character. When we wrote the film, and हम बहुत कि किसको कास्ट करें, you know, how can we make this something different? Because हम पहले से ये सोचे थे कि यार Adi is part of the film, you know. इसको for him we are going all the way out to do action, and you know, अब इसके सामने who will be that girl, you know, who will play this character? And we went through a lot of stuff, and I must say, and we finally decided when we saw Sanjana, and they were like, yaar, ye to, we saw her film, and we were like, yaar, Kapil, are you sure that this is the girl? Like, there is something about her that time we should definitely go with her, and then it was decided together, yeah, let's do this.
Hi, Adi. This is Pooja here from Bollywood now.
Hi.
As you mentioned कि आप बचपन से action films देखते आ रहे हो, so आपके लिए inspiration कौन है और आपका personal favorite Bollywood में action hero कौन है?
Oh, interesting. Growing up, actually, for me, it was mainly Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Jackie Chan, and Van Damme. I have seen all the whole filmographies, even their very, very bad films that no one should see. And over here, I would say maybe Sanjay Dutt. Sanjay Dutt, he has such a aura and a personality, and I think he was one of the first that built a physique in our industry, if I'm not wrong, back in the day. So he was always an inspiration growing up, looking at the way that the shape that he was in. So maybe that.
हाय आदित्य है सामने आपके सामने.
Hi.
ट्रेलर काफ़ी ज़्यादा अमेजिंग है और मैं आपसे जानना चाहती हूँ कि जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हुआ है आप में एज ए ओम, उसके लिए किस तरह की तैयारी की आपने, क्योंकि काफ़ी कमाल का लगा वो.
Thank you. Actually, ये एक 3-4 महीने की प्रोसेस थी. It was quite funny क्योंकि मुझे एक्शन सीखना था. I had never done out and out action before. So I did 4 months of martial arts. और बॉडी बिल्डिंग भी ज़रूरी था बिकॉज एक्चुअली क्या होता है मार्शल आर्ट्स करते हुए मसल लॉस होता है. तो आई वुड वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग. एक्चुअली मैं बोल दूँ दिन का no, not, I won't bore you with that. But it was basically 2 hours of action in the day and 2 hours of weight training at night. And बीच में हम लोग मिलते थे writing sessions के लिए. तो it was like an Om boot camp in life.
Hi, Adi here. This is Priyanka from the Telegraph newspaper in Calcutta. Congratulations for the trailer. It's really, really rocking. And you know, we always loved you as the doomed romantic lover, the fun guy, and now this is the big leap. So really looking forward to it. You know, I was really intrigued by the tagline of the film, which says "the battle within." You know, what's been the biggest battle for you within in your career, and how have you overcome it?
I don't know if one can look at it like a battle. It is a tricky. It's a funny job we have. It's unpredictable, and I think the main thing is to be able to make peace with ups and downs and the unpredictability. And I think as in early on in your career, you're not so well equipped to handle it. But as the years go on, you realize that everything is transient, and you just have to be able to stay on the level. You know, if things don't go well or they go really well, you know that you still have to prove yourself the next Friday and the next Friday and the next Friday. So it's just about keeping your sense of self-confidence intact, no matter what happens around you, is, I guess, the biggest, most important thing as an actor.
Sharik sir, do you want the film to be released at a proper time on 1st of July or wait for other factors to clear down like pandemic? Did the pandemic affect your film in any way?
No, I think we are gearing. I mean, we are releasing the trailer today, which means we are very confident for a 1st July release. I think we have films since the last wave have come, and there are enough and more success stories which are there. I think there's this latent demand for great content, and people want to go out. And I think we're providing a film which kind of satiates that. So we are very confident of the product, and so yes, of course, we are looking at a theatrical release on first, and fingers crossed that the cases remain flat or whatever. I mean, but yeah, I mean, there's no concern otherwise.
How many screens will you be releasing the film?
So I think those details will come as we emerge, but it will be a wide release. It will be a large. I think that closer to the time we will be able to tell you exact numbers.
Sir, will you want to change your image from a romantic hero to action hero?
I guess the idea is that with this film, but I don't want to get stuck with trying to just do one thing. I think it's important for an actor to keep pushing yourself and trying to do different things, so that you don't get too comfortable in any one genre. So while this is something that I feel like is the start of many, I don't want to do only action films. I'd like to do a variety, if possible.
रफ़ी मोहम्मद शेख दबंग दुनिया इंदौर से जहाँ तक ट्रेलर देखा हमको इतना समझ में आया कि एक पिता के ऊपर जो आरोप लगे हैं उसको हटाने के लिए लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं कि देश को बचाने के लिए लड़ रहे हैं, ये क्या है फिल्म में कुछ?
कपिल थोड़ा बता दो।
वो तो आपको आके देखना पड़ेगा सर।
नहीं वो तो समझ में आ रहा है थोड़ा लेकिन
हाँ नहीं सर, अगर वही जितना समझ में आया वही पॉइंट है अभी के लिए। उसके बाद 1 जुलाई को सर।
1 जुलाई।
Hello, this is Siraj Sayed from filmfestivals.com here. 2 questions, one to Sanjana and then to Ahmed Bhai. Sanjana, how did you prepare to get into this role? Did you go through action workshops? Did you go through acting training, diction, etc.? And who have been your own ideals while you grew up and reached this stage from rock star till here?
Thank you for your question, sir. To play Kavya, I did have to go through a ton of training because she's a girl who can totally take care of herself and she doesn't need any man to kind of fight for her, and she can fight for others. But being a dancer since I was a little girl, I think really set the base for me to kind of be able to pick up choreographies, because while I used to train, I used to feel like an action choreography and a dance choreography is similar. It's about timing, it's about hand-eye coordination. What I did have to learn was, of course, hand-to-hand combat and some amount of weapon use. Because Ahmed sir and Kapil were very sure that Kavya is gonna fight in this film. And she's gonna, do what all the boys out there are doing. So I had a blast actually training, and my dad's been a black belt, a karate black belt. So when I was a little girl and I used to come back from school, he used to be kind of practicing on our chat and make me throw some punches and kicks. And thankfully those came in use a little bit. So
also a little bit about the acting side.
Right. So the acting side, sir, I stumbled into acting with Rockstar when Imtiaz found me